Okay then. Should be good to go. Assuming that's okay, that is. At least last I checked it was fine. Got some doing to get used to this again though. But only because I haven't played it in like... I think I played it for like 10 minutes earlier. So I was bored and I was like, I better not keep grinding it all day. Otherwise I'd be incredibly bored later on. So I decided not to bother grinding it. If I'm doing like 4 hours now. Hey Daniel, hey JZ. How you guys doing? It seems pretty clear that I need like a 216 start. 218 at worst probably. Which is kind of awful to even think about. Being that consistent. Oh, no. Hate it doesn't slide though. The game just doesn't give you the input whatsoever. Hey Eugene, hey Ryan. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Once I get used to the start again, I hope I'll actually get somewhere. It's just muscle memory that I've sort of lost from yesterday. Which is normal. What a hacker. Yeah, right. Maybe I tied. Yeah, I tied it post stream last night. I took a break and then come back to it like an hour and a half later or something and just got it in like 5 or 6 minutes. Which is a bit unexpected. I'll keep going to practice the ending. Or not practice the endings, apparently I can't reach the enemy because I failed to jump. If it is fast to break the tie, of course it is. I should have had a 32 yesterday, but I kind of failed it. Because what happened was I basically failed the damage abuse. Like, I should have hit the enemy. When I hit the walker, you bounce on him, obviously. And I should have jumped a bit further, so I didn't get launched straight up, like, vertically upwards into the abyss, and I should have gotten boosted a bit more forwards. Well done, thanks Robin, I appreciate it. It was such a grind just to get 42, so who knows if I'll even be able to pull this off, but I've gotta go for it anyway. There's no harm in trying. TAS time? I mean, there isn't even TAS in time trials. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist in NST as a whole, actually. Hey Luca, how you doing? 2608 to 2615 possible, of course you'd say that. I mean, it probably is somewhere around there, it's just really hard to judge because sort of like, especially with the 23 split, it's so easy to misjudge it because someone hits the box earlier than someone else. Sub 26 passport? Nah. Not unless you find a way to get the extra hop slide, then it probably might be. But I'd never be able to find a cycle for it. And I waited like 4 or 5 platform cycles at the start. And there was just nothing even remotely close to working, so I gave up. Because 4 or 5 platform cycles must be like nearly 30 seconds or something. I was like, I'm not waiting this long anymore. Yeah, my best is 2390. But you can get at least a 2381, I'd say. Maybe 78. Technically. But I don't think I'll ever get anything close to that. To like frame perfect stuff. I'll keep the run going. Yeah, I thought that would happen. I thought I might as well actually just try and go for that. Yeah, that's an example of when you hit the enemy too fast. The way it's so specific because you gotta hit it so you have space to slide over the pipe afterwards rather than just jump over it. It looks so easy, but it's so incredibly hard. No, Ryan, you can't go around the pistons, unfortunately. These levels stop you from like doing 3D jumps around stuff, whereas others like Sunset Vista don't. But I guess it was like that in the original game, right? So I guess it's fair enough. What's our best splits that? What's the total? Probably like 26.1. Something. I couldn't give you the exact number. So I can't think what Abu's best ending is. From the top of my head, so. But I'd say I could probably get like a 26, 25 maybe. If I had like my best splits. So yeah, there's not much to work with. Mason got carried away with the numbers. What the heck happened there? Just decides to put forward 4 digits. What the? Like Mason knows no boundaries. Just makes up fake numbers now. I hate when that happens. Like I actually overjumped it. I guess it's slow anyway if I overjumped it because it's just losing time, but still. Could be true, that's why I'm always second in ties. Nah, it's not true. It doesn't exist in the game. Like, I've never had 2 different outcomes with the same person, with ties. It's always, if you tie, this person will beat me, or this person, or I'll beat this person kind of thing. It's never different the second time around. Which is really stupid, because I lose pretty much every tie in existence. Which is probably why I shouldn't go for this, but I'm trying it anyway. Like, I shouldn't even really care that I'm second, not first. Considering I got the time. Team Abu or Team Geordie polls? How would you even go about doing that? Be very, very biased. Hey Amber. How you doing? But yeah, like that poll would be the most biased thing I've ever seen in my life. Unless there are just some like Geordie haters in the chat right now. Yeah, it's going to be very hard to replicate the 1601 I got though, that's for sure. Oh, well that just happened. But yeah, obviously they'll get stuck here. That sucks that you can't do them. I know why I failed that jump. For some reason I just got like a really late slide that I wouldn't never normally be able to get. Good luck you get today. Thanks, Carpet. Yeah, I got 2390 because I didn't damage abuse the enemy, which is necessary. So, like, it's not technically a legit split. But I have gotten it before with the damage abuse. You did it in 1 attempt. Of course he would, Gillis. Of course he would. So I told you, I had too much time to work with. When you have 0-3, you have like 3 minutes left, it was. Yeah, I should probably get this hop start at least once before I actually restart, actually. Probably a good idea, because it sucks. Just so I have some sort of muscle memory for it. Yeah, that would do. Didn't fall asleep for once. Hey, well at least sleep does you good anyway. Like, I get too much sleep, that's my problem. Like, I set my alarm 2 hours earlier and I actually got up today. That's kinda bad. Third in the world. Third's not good enough, jealous. Gotta get the record. $23.75 or 4. What do you want about Mason? The 23 split wasn't legit though. It was fake. I didn't do the damage abuse. You catch up on some later. Okay, glad you're getting some sleep at least. Your brain was broken? Yes it was. Considering I've told you before that that is a thing, if you don't hit the enemy then you get like god splits that you can't use. I wish there was a way of doing it though, of delaying the piston, but there's no way of doing it. I'm surprised I got away with that. Like, clearly spun into that tentacle bot when his tentacles were up. The game's actually on my side for once. The first. Nope, I screwed up. Damage abuse is so specific, why? The war is won before I even started. That's the funny thing. Yeah, your objective was too easy. I'll laugh if zombie records don't allow it for some reason. Then you have to redo the entire thing again because you have no proof. Tier 8 is godlike, yeah. I've only ever gotten it once. I've gotten like 4 or 5 210s I think, and probably like 5 or something 211s as well. But anything below 213 just feels virtually impossible for a human to get. They have secret stuff so they don't share, except their video is on the record site, right? Like they have to have a video to submit it, so there must be a video. They made it private, yes it is. Wow. Why would they do that? I can't see why both of them would do that. That's lame. Okay, I need another one of those 398 splits I got earlier. I doubt I'll ever get it again though, but this is too godlike. And then of course like I instantly fail it because of a stupid lab assistant. Hey Frederick, how you doing buddy? I mean, even if I get like a 407 technically is fine. Even a 410 I guess. Yeah, still really fast times, so... I need something around that anyway. Okay, I'll show 208 split. I did it in one of the videos at the end. A demonstration of the fastest time. I wish I could get it, like, every time to demonstrate it. But yeah, like, one of my videos, I can't remember which one of them. It might have been the 64 one I got. That I shoot at the end of the video. I disagree with that, but okay. You can go to sleep knowing you're third in the world. What if I just came along and just bopped you within like a week or something without even playing it solo really? How mad would you be? Okay, see you next stream. Okay, Luca. Take care. Piece of so you could eat yourself. That sounds like a motivation incentive right there. Oh my god, this enemy. Hey Abbott, you got a second on toe bridge. Oh wow, congrats. Good luck in getting the world record done if you even can. I should really do toe bridge again at some point, actually practice the strats. So I guess once I learn how to hop slide onto walls and chain it, then I can easily beat my time. And I also got that time back when I didn't even know how to do like fast hop slides consistently, so maybe that would also help me out. Hey Druid, thanks for good luck. We just need one monster run, that's all we need. And hopefully it'll happen on stream and not like after I finish streaming and then just take a break and get it in 5 minutes, because apparently that's how it always goes. Hey, I can't control these things. I mean, technically I can, I guess, because I'm in control of Crash, but still. You get the idea. I like how I'm over jumping it now because of how I under jumped it yesterday. It's like I'm trying to get a good jump timing on him and it's just really difficult. Doing G-Wiz for a bit. Nice, good luck with that. G-Wiz is actually a lot of fun. Even though the stupid, the stack boxes are really annoying to get. Candy gets 40-40 in lab. Would I ever try it again? I don't know, I'd have to see. I mean, obviously I can PB, but I don't know how much I could PB by. Unless I just happen to be a god after returning to Crash 1 again. Why would that box not break? Why did I play the second one a lot? I mean, I haven't been playing the second one that long. I played the first one for like a massive grind. No, how many months did I play in the first game for? That's really good. Like, at least 8 months, right? Like, I played the first one quite a lot, and I think I just literally did number 2 for the, like, some Warp 5 levels. Back then. Crash free 80%. Oh god, that sounds awful. Crash free 80% is actually the category I fear the most. If I ever do, that is. So you have to learn all the gate clipping stuff to skip the boss fights. It's just torturous. And I need to get sub 40 for tomorrow. Okay, I'll try and go food shopping early as I was too lazy to do it today. Because I actually found some food in the end. Hiya boy, how you doing? 4:30 till we get it. Be there all night. No, probably wouldn't, but still. The game doesn't give us double points, so like we'll be there all night getting double points. Underjumped it again. Like I really underjumped it that time. Yeah, but WR for the one before you get teleported to the warp room. Totally. The one that no one really even cares about. Imagine if that was even a thing though. It's weird how there's no way of going back to the other tutorial level. It's like his tutorial, but you can't go back to it if you didn't know how to do anything. Hi Will. Good luck on beating World Record. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. It could be so difficult to do this. Oh, the challenge is real. Like now I know pretty much what I've got to get is even more terrifying. Thank you. Waiting for 13th November to see you playing Spyro. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I wonder if I should get it digitally or actually get it from a physical copy of it. I haven't decided yet. I don't know, it's like if I get a physical copy then I might not end up having it on the 13th. Depends where I go to get it. That was so unfortunate. Got a really fast slide out of that as well. Hi Nate, how you doing, buddy? And hi TRK as well. Stupid enemy. Destroy this level. That is the idea. If I can. Way easier said than done though. You don't have the loading screen. Please tell me your ways. Tell me how to decrease the loading times. Or do anything. And yeah, it's not even that bad on PS4 anymore. I feel bad for those who have PCs and the loads are actually longer. Due to graphic rendering not being as fast CPU. Yeah. It makes quite a lot of sense. Imagine my laptop trying to load it on a load screen, it'll probably be there like all day. People still have 2K computers and have bad load times. That must suck though. Like you fork out all this money just for a really fast PC and you still get useless load times. Feels bad. Looks really tricky to do, yeah. It's because I've got to get it so like perfect, especially off the start. Because I've got to sort of dip off the platform so I land on the boxes faster, but I've also got to time the start perfectly as well to even stand a chance. It's just really, really tight. We can do more Crash. I'm not gonna Crash 1 in ages. I don't know, I feel like in the right mindset for like any speedrun I do. It's gotta be like, you've gotta want to full on do it. You stupid technical bot, okay. Of course, a 213 to get wiped out like that. Whoops. That's what happens when you don't hold up enough, I suppose. Wish there was a level called Space Hog. I wish there isn't. That sounds dreadful in itself. Abby beat me again. No, that's why it says tie in the title. We both have 2642. Would I play Cold Hard Ascent? Then again, wouldn't that just be Stormy Ascent but in the snow? That doesn't sound too bad the more I think about it. Trying to find a loophole of this. Almost 208. If I get a 208 in this stream, I'll be very surprised. And I'm probably going to choke it like almost immediately if I get it. Wow, this one is very dead. Every platform is ice. Sorry, I just saw that comment. Oh dear. Still misunderstood by some penguins. Okay, it sounds much worse now you put it that way. I officially hate that idea. And nitros as well. Can you imagine that? Imagine doing like the stair section and then having nitros as well. It's just like something that you gotta jump over. And then just having a nitro just bounce into space because that's a thing. First bit makes no difference in the second one. It does, but it's all dependent on the cycle. The first bit only fully matters if you slide and that piston will close on you just as you pass it. Because all the pistons are on a global cycle. So that first one, I have to just pass it and it needs to go down. And also I can get like slow hop slides on the second one on purpose, on the 4 split. So it's not always fully legit. So I try for slow hop slides so I don't end up running into the enemy, which still happens sometimes. Oh, without giving me a slide down, it's fine. Well, time for me to keep it up and do that there. Thanks, Fattle. Appreciate it. Have fun at work. Sunset Vista prototype level. Do you mean the one like with the wasn't it like a river level or something? Not a river level, but waterfall level, wasn't it? It's been ages since I've seen like the actual design of that level, but it wasn't like fully complete. Hence why I used elements of it in future times. Wasn't there another like cut level as well where you went downwards or something? I don't know, it's been like so many years since I've even looked at this stuff. But in terms of Crash 2 and 3, I don't have a clue if there's any cut content. That sucked. I hate doing that, it's so easy to do. Two has cut content, okay. Isn't surprising, I'm pretty sure like most games ever made have cut content to some extent. To be completely honest. Is 207 a thing? Not yet, anyway. Maybe it is. You'd have to have like some sort of legendary clock grab, I think, to ever get that. Please, pipes, do something for me once. Stone so levels in magazines. Oh, interesting. And 3 has loads as well. Yeah, I never looked into it at all. Like, I always hear about the waterfall level in Crash 1 being a thing. And how it wasn't fully completed, but it was, like, pretty much completed. This start is so awful. Sunset had a lot of differences in the prototype. Was it more difficult than it is now then? You actually have to tone down the difficulty. I don't know, it's always weird how Crash 1 had like no varying difficulty really. It just threw in like random hard levels at different times. The game is very different. Let's check out the link. If my internet's fast enough to load it up. No, it depends how long the video is. Otherwise I'll just watch it later. But I guess I'll just glance through it. Yeah, it is a bit different. Interesting. There's a lab assistant riding the Triceratops at one point. That sounds like a cool idea though, why'd they scrap that? Like actually, why did they scrap that idea? Hey daughter. How you doing? Thanks for good luck. There's bugs with it apparently. I suppose I could see that. With it being a PS1 game and all. I don't know how easy it is for something like that to be implemented. I'm no game designer. Maybe 10 polygons on one screen. I don't know, because Crash 1 obviously had like a major issue with the polygons. That's why boxes were even a thing in the first place. But I'm pretty sure by like Crash 2 and 3 they had a lot more space for polygons on the screen, but maybe. Hey Luca. How old am I? I'm 20. So if we have better engine than one, yeah. I'd agree with that. I'm gonna get through the start as well at one point. Eventually I'll get a decent start and actually make it through. That time I was just too fast. It's like you never win at this game. Smooth animations, a bit more polys on the screen. Yeah, that's not the way of doing it. Like they could have even implemented something like the lab guy on the Triceratops in NST, but they didn't. I guess they wanted a bit more faithful than what Spyro's probably gonna be. I knew that was going to happen, even though obviously it was a dead run. I was like, I'm probably going to fail this. Crash games had good graphics for the time. I'd agree with that. I mean, Crash 1 was a bit weird, but obviously it was 96, so it's a very old game. But 2 and 3 look very good actually. Like, the difference between 1 and 2 is just massive. Hey Omega, how you doing? Naughty Dog are just that good. Well, they definitely knew what they were doing, that's for sure. No, you stupid thing. Why must you do this to me? This game hates me. Also, this jump hates me. So easy to press the buttons too quick. They kept the levels now in the mid. Yeah. It's a pretty good way to like save how much you can see on screen, or how much is rendered, compared to stuff like Spyro. I mean, they did the same with Spyro as well. Like, it is very smart how they did it with Spyro. Hiya, Thumbs. Every day you wake up to some improvement. This point there's none tomorrow. Well, I mean, it only gets harder at this point. I mean, if there is an improvement, then fantastic, but we'll see. I mean, it's very doable, it's just really hard, because level hates me. It's like, it's so hard to get perfect start, and then you gotta go through all the RNG after that. Crash 1's a good game, but it's intimidated, yeah, especially the first one. Hiya, Joe. Did I reach your PB? Yesterday, fell asleep. So what happened was I stopped streaming, then I took about an hour's break or something, and then I played off stream for like 5 minutes, and then I tied the record. Which I'm now trying to beat because I'm stupid. And I've lost all sanity. Extremely fun to play well to this day. They do, yeah. It's like Spyro, I still love playing Spyro. I guess I'm a sucker for all platformers, I just love playing them. No, why did not make that jump? I swear that jump is just really weird. It's like sometimes you get enough slide, like movement to actually make it across, and sometimes you just don't get close. Gee, best not to fall asleep again. I don't blame you, these streams are very dull to watch sometimes, I guess. I don't even know. Especially when you're in the start over and over again, it's like really understandable. But hey, WR runs are always very grindy, so it is what it is, I guess. Crash 3 OGs, superior to Crash v NST. I mean, I like both. But then again, it's hard for me to actually not be biased because I speedrun kind of one game and not the other one, so I see it in different perspectives. But in terms of originals, Crash 2 is always my favourite book, only because I played it casually. But even if I were to run Crash 1 on OG, I doubt I'd like it, from what I've seen anyway. But yeah, like, in terms of Crash 3, I think the vehicle controls are all better than the original. Get a jet ski world record. I like how you just say it as if I could get any world record on the planet. Wow, that was slow. I think I just got stuck on the corner, didn't I? That's unfortunate. Yeah, I definitely got stuck on the corner. No wonder the enemy was so far away. NST's better for jet ski levels. Do you think so? I mean, we all know OG's better for motorcycle levels. That much is pretty much confirmed that NST's motorcycle levels kind of suck. Or maybe I'm just bad at the game. Why is this run? It's so bad. Yeah. Way out of cycle. I can tell you NST penguins suck compared to the original penguins. They don't even have an attack animation, or an attack notification kind of thing. They just spin whenever the hell they want. And so like, no wonder I take damage from them pretty much every time, because you never know when they're going to attack you. But of course there's some bad models, yeah. It's kind of awful to even compare it. Like, I don't even want to compare that, it looks that bad. Like, especially the character models. Wow, I got to him so early. Probably like any technical bots. I definitely don't like the technical bots in this level, purely because they don't function properly. In any way possible. Because apparently on this game it's fine to make an enemy that will kill you from a mile away and also be on a different cycle every life. And by different cycle, it's not like a fully different cycle, I mean it's just like up to like half a second on a different cycle maybe. So for levels like Piston Away, it's complete RNG whether you get a good time. Which shouldn't exist really. Twinsanity is great. Yeah, I love Twinsanity. Not as a speedrun though, I've never actually speedrun that in my life. I know it's a complete glitch fest as a speedrun, I have sim runs of it. Okay, just drop the hub slide. The start is very random. I don't know if the piston cycle is on a slight RNG cycle as well. Because I know from the first piston and piston it away that, like, there's a couple of frames window which the piston might go down a bit earlier or later. It's very weird. Which isn't very helpful if you're trying to get through the piston cycle, like, as late as physically possible. Now you rolled, you can see Black Cortex's flaws, yeah. I see all its flaws. It's just like Enter the Dragonfly. I haven't played that game in years because it's so terrible. Like, I don't even want to go back to play that game, it is just atrocious. I hate how you usually slide too early, even though you have space to jump, the game thinks there's a piston there still, so it doesn't let you jump. Only if you slide at the exact moment the piston starts moving up does the game even let you jump still. It's kind of broken. We're going to have potato graphics. I guess you can praise NSC on something, eh? It has better graphics than Rapid Cortex. Oh, that's very much an accomplishment. Dislike the story. I mean, it's pretty basic, then again, Crash never has a good story. It's always pretty simplistic in terms of what's happening. Like, even the most in-depth one is probably like Twinsanity or something, and that's not even very in-depth, to be completely honest. I guess they're known more for their gameplay than their story elements. Since I had the hardest boss fights, yes, it definitely did. I'm sure Dingador is quite a big one for that category. But I do like the harder boss fights though. Like, I always feel like boss fights shouldn't be something you should be able to do like really easily. Why does that box never break? Needs to learn how to cut this corner again. It's all well and good getting a hub slide from it, but if I don't cut the corner then I've instantly failed. That's pretty good. Should cosplay as Cortex disguised as Coco. Be a nice Twin Sandy reference. There's boss fight every 10 minutes. Yeah, but I think that's a bad thing though. Like, as long as the boss fights are enjoyable, I don't think boss fights are a bad thing if they're that common. I mean, you can take Cuphead for example. I mean, I've never played it, but I mean, the game's popular for what it is. It's like constant boss fights, right? So it's just a complete boss rush game. Like, if it plays well, then I guess those kind of things don't really matter. Switch to Coco, I'll do better. I can never play as Coco and Crash 2, like standard levels. Hop sliding with Coco is also extremely weird to me. Even though it's probably just an animation difference, it's one of those things. Doesn't seem correct for me to do it. But I think Coco's animation is just larger than Crash's, isn't it, when hop sliding? Maybe I'm wrong, I don't even know. Hi Alex, how you doing? Water levels are so boring in Twog. Well, I've never been a fan of the water levels anyway, like, I hate the water levels in Crash 3. I was generally just terrible at them. I'm pretty sure I found the water levels in the old Crash game, like some of the hardest to platinum. At least that's from memory anyway. That's what comes to mind when I think of Crash 3 relics. It's just under pressure and deep trouble are like really hard. Chestnuts might help with the timing. I mean, I've tried it before, it's just, I know I couldn't really get used to it. I mean, I know the timing is just, it's not easy if you're trying to do fast hop slides. It's very easy to drop them as well. Because it is a fact that if you do slower hop slides, then it's like way easier to chain them. Unless you do it really slow, where you struggle to actually keep them going. And it just gets really difficult as well. Like, to keep them sort of like in the middle, timing them, it's way easier. Well, this one is literally terrible. Which is only useful for marked tornadoes, at least for me, yeah. And I feel like that's, only reason for that is because you see the dip better with Coco than Crash. Because of how tornadoes just seem to work in general. But with Hopsides, like, the animation is just massive, I feel like. You haven't played Mad Bombers in the original? I don't remember that being an issue for me. Maybe it was, it's been so many years. Like, if I did Crash 3, I probably wouldn't bother with the relics like these days. Because honestly, the only level I actually like full on enjoyed in the sequel album is Rings of Power anyway, so like it wasn't really worth it for me to get all the relics, especially these days, just for that one level. I mean, granted it is my favourite level, but still. Oh no, it's the hog emoji. It's over. Don't remind me of the past. Because no Naboo, he'll end up getting 2641 before I finish the stream. That was pretty good. I knew I was gonna die. What is that RNG? Why must tentacle bosses be this annoying? It's like you get a nice start, right, and of course that happens. Is there a stage on Crash where I think top 5 would be possible? Okay, so I know Boulder Dash top 5 isn't fully optimized, or at least like, I think first and second are, but 5th place I'm pretty sure is like half a second out from first, so that's one of them I guess. I'm trying to think like how much people have been playing levels recently. I don't know how much Up the Creek is optimized these days. I know Upstream's pretty optimized for top 5. I've noticed just like most levels have some sort of hell strat involved. Because I know the lab is awful as well. See, I'd probably say the easiest one is actually Boulder Dash. That's not saying very much. Like, top 5s are actually very hard in Crash 1 these days. Please nitros, stop killing my guns. Does it happen in Generator Room? I mean, Generator Room has an easy top 5, doesn't it? Or does it not now? I guess it does have an easy top 5. If you're good at the level, that is. There's no one really grinded out Generator Room, except for me, Ghost, and Yu for standard strats. Like, everyone after that is sort of not played it in months. See, I guess if you did grind out Generator Room and didn't go for the stupid, like, out of bounds stuff, and just practice that one pipe skip, then you could probably get top 5 thumbs, but that's pretty difficult still. Hi Luca. Congrats for 2642 on strong. Hey, thanks. I knew the run was going to come, it's just unfortunate I had to fail one part of it and not actually get the proper record, I guess. I mean, I got the record because no matter what happens I get put below average. It is what it is. It's like I post on Discord why I'd have to do a tie before I even exit the level. Because I knew I wouldn't be first. Nitro glitch and Hot Cocoa sucks, it ruined level. Yeah, it's unfortunate they never fixed the leaderboards as well. When they patched the PS4, they should have patched the leaderboards, in my opinion. Because it's now physically impossible to beat it. Would have been cool to send the actual, like, legit times of Hot Cocoa, because the level is kind of interesting. There's no direct route for it, so... But I do know Chun's actually did get a good run of Hot Cocoa. But unfortunately for him, it's just like non-existent in-game leaderboards because they don't exist as well. Paranoid Frenzy had invisible walls. Was it something to do with like the jetpack bit? I can't even remember now. I'm pretty sure that's the level of like, it's not a jetpack actually, was it the copter? Which took inspiration from the jetpack. Try and suddenly reach a lot. The bridge is the worst enemy, yeah. The bridge sucks. If you get top 5 there, then congrats to you, because top 5 on the beach is pretty brutal. I mean, technically if you get 6th place, then you technically get top 5, because the same guy has like 4th and 5th, which is kinda dumb. If you ask me. So I guess 6th place is technically 5th place. Because someone just like, nope, I'm making a second account. Want to get decent time on jetpack stages. It's like me just choosing random music for every video I do. I know, I just do it to mix it up, because why not? Why tentacle bot, please? Let me through just once. Much appreciated. Dang, it's gonna be so hard to get that 1601 again. It's incredible I even did it. Any close runs so far? I'm afraid not. Crash attack. Not been too much. I think the best 16 split I've got so far is 1606, which isn't... I mean, it'll get me record if I do everything perfectly. Technically I can get record off 1611 probably. But only if like everything's absolutely perfect. You improved the stairs a lot, you hate the ending part. Yeah, the stairs are the most important part though. So it's good that you improved that bit because it's so easy to lose time on the stairs. But yeah, it's an enjoyable level as well. The struggle. In Crash Royce, someone got a time of 0 seconds. Yeah, I saw that. They just like damage all of the what even is it you shoot in those levels? The spaceships, whoever they are. Then just like grab the clock or something. Because apparently the clock doesn't disappear when you shoot them. Hey Vlog Channel, how you doing? It's like I want to grab this clock earlier, but I know if I do that then I've instantly killed my run. This is brutal. It's like I have to get a 216. Went from 9.4x to 9.1x. Keep him crashing straight line before the stairs, yeah. I mean that applies to everything in general. You don't want to keep moving Crash too much. Like any sideways movement you do, obviously you lose frames, so... Would I rather go for WR and beat my own on Sunny Beach? Honestly, I probably, if I got a consistent 904 on the stairs, if I actually remembered how I did it, then I'd probably go for Sunny Beach actually. As crazy as that sounds. Because that day I got the record, I actually worked out the stairs really well. I was getting like 907 and 904s on a really consistent basis. So I was like, when I started getting those splits, I'm like, this is the day it's gonna happen. And then I got it. But I doubt if I ever jumped on it like right now I'd be able to get a decent time at all. It's been way too long. This one has definitely failed, but I'll carry it on. Wow, that enemy's so far to the left if you get a late slide though. Huh. It's very weird actually how you can even get a late slide under the pipe. You'd think by that point the game just wouldn't let you even do anything sometimes. Hey Manuel, how you doing, buddy? If you get hub slide off the piston at 3 seconds, get another one off the set of pistons around 12 seconds. Do you mean the ones... Oh yeah, you can't do it because... I know the piston that you get a hub slide from is very weird. It's like you get one off the one above you. But because it's not moving upwards, that's why you can get it. If that makes any kind of sense. But because the ones at the over 12 second bit-ish, give or take, whatever it is, there's like sets of the set of 6 pistons, because they move up whilst you're travelling, there's nothing to bonk your head off of quick enough. So you can't land whilst the spin animation is still going to get a hub slide. It's annoying. It'd be cool if you could get it though, but unfortunately you can't. Yeah, you need like a standing or a still piston to hit your head off to get a hub slide from it. It's like this exists, but it's impossible to ever do it. Like on actual run cycles, it's impossible. Hi, Adam. You want a hobnob now because you would take a hop slide. It's unfortunate I don't have any hobnobs. I have some ginger nuts in front of me though. Or ginger biscuits. It's the closest I have. Maybe I should get some hobnobs while I'm out shopping tomorrow. Sorry. Can I just imagine how fast I hit those boxes right there? And that one was dead, but yeah. A hobnob slide now? Oh dear. It gets worse. Is it only a British biscuit though? Or is it elsewhere? I actually genuinely don't know. Jaffa cakes or jammy dodgers? I have Jaffa cakes. Like I'm terrible with Jaffa cakes, I'll just eat the entire packet. They're saying they're beautiful. Yeah, I can't help it once I start eating stuff like that, I just can't stop. It's like chocolate in general. Wow game. Of course. No hobnobs in US? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I guess it is a British thing then. But I guess everyone who doesn't know what a hobnob biscuit is just thinks like we're being really dirty right now. I feel like an American saying hobnob would sound funny. I'd like to hear I would, yeah. Possible to choose between Jammy Dodgers or Jaffa's View. I think I'd have to go for Jaffa Cakes. For me at least. It's close though. Oh wow, Diane 210, okay. Can't say hobnob in an American accent. I'm terrible at American accent in general. I'm actually trying to think of how an American would even say hobnob. Don't mind, try it. Oh dear. It'd be like hobnob or something like that, I don't even know. That's probably the worst American accent I've ever heard. It's like the O's aren't even pronounced properly. But yeah, I can't do accents to save my life. TBH. Typical British drink. I'm not even sure you mean like alcohol, or just like soft drinks. Because for someone who doesn't drink alcohol, then I wouldn't really know. Oh yeah, obviously tea is a big thing in for British people, but I mean, I assume you didn't mean literally tea. Nah, soft drink? I mean, obviously, Coke and Pepsi are basically pretty much exempt from this, so it's pretty much everyone has it, I'm sure. I mean, there's tangos, J2Os and stuff. Found that. I know what else is there. I mean, I know how everyone loves Dr. Pepper. I've heard that's like a very like or hate thing, Dr. Pepper is. Ribena is Scottish. Oh, rip. Gotta go to sleep, can I have one? Okay, carpet. Take care. Yeah, I remember the first time I was made to actually, like when I turned 18, because the football club I do voluntary work at was like, you must have a drink today. So apparently, like, they happened to give me like one of the most dud drinks I've ever had. Apparently it was so awful after I hated it, so. And everyone else tried it and thought it was disgusting. That was just brilliant. I was like, well done. It's like I just got trolled or something. Except I don't think I did at all. So loud now I said hobnob. I couldn't even think of how an American would even say it. Not a bad one though. Actually got something finally. Yeah, if there's like one thing I can't do, it's just actually like imitating other people. It's like a cowboy. I'll take it as a compliment. I did something right. Cause it's like they didn't know enough. Like Americans pretty much pronounce their O's like not quite like an A, but it's like close to it, isn't it? Something like that. Except my attempt at it was just like abysmal, to say the least. Hey Doc, how you doing? Yeah, it is, yeah. I'll never understand why they do it though. But hey, at least I can understand Americans and not like Scottish. I couldn't understand the Scottish accent to save my life. Yeah, and then crisps are chips, that is also very true. Like, why? And then chips are fries. Like, why would you switch all the names? Nams, that's probably how to say it, yeah. That's how I picture them. I also have problems understanding Scottish people, yeah, some of them. If they have a really strong Scottish accent, I don't stand a chance. It's like if I speak to some foreign person on the phone even. Like, I will lose the plot. I'll always be like, pardon, can you say that again, please? I was like, I'm terrible at understanding accents, I swear. I guess it's just I'm so used to hearing people with a normal sound accent from my area that when you hear a different one, like on the phone or something, it's just like, what did you just say? What are fries in England? They are chips. The thing is that people even use the word fries here, and I'll never understand why. It's like if you go to a restaurant, they'll still call it fries, and I'll never understand why. Like, why can't you just call it chips? I mean, like, fish and chip shops are called chips, but why do restaurants call them fries? Is there a reason for this? Hey Mose, how you doing? We say primary, they say elementary. Yep, that is also very true. It's like trousers or pants in America as well. That's another stupid one. Yeah, I'm exactly like that. If I don't understand the first one, it's like I'll never understand them ever. So yeah, if you're like not from England and I understand your accent, then congrats to you. Because I swear I'm so dumb at things like that. But yeah, I'm terrible, especially on the phone. Like, I'm fine if I'm speaking to someone who I can understand. It's not even an issue. But like, I feel awful when I don't understand someone's accent whatsoever. It's like, what do you even do at this point? You laugh awkwardly and hope it wasn't a question. Yeah, you respond yes, and hopefully they move on. Or okay or something. And hope for the best. Smile and nod, right? I mean, you can't do that on the phone though. Just do that on a phone call and hope they just move on to the next question when you don't answer. What an awesome feeling that would be. I'd laugh at your accent all the time if I heard it. I mean, you never know. Vinegar, you might just say your accent like you hate your accent or something. Because I definitely hate my voice. I hate hearing it back. Like, maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but I hate it. Admin job's so hard to find in London. Yeah. I don't know how easy it is to find a job in London, but I'm guessing it's not much easier than what it is in general. No job's easy these days. Must become a live stream mod. I mean, I can make it happen one day. I mean, I guess I need more mods as it is. Maybe, I don't know. I like how I always get the hop side in the bad ones. Like, look how perfect that was. Of course. I love your voice. Why, thank you. I mean, a lot of people used to say I sounded Australian. I haven't heard that in a while though. Like when I first started streaming, it was like, are you Australian? It's like as Yorkshire as you can get. My voice isn't bad at all. At least I'll be able to understand you though. Probably. I didn't live in Yorkshire for 8 years to have a hybrid accent. That must be so weird when you have like two different sounding accents combined together. I do a bit. Do I actually sound Australian? Like, I've never heard me sound Australian before, but okay. I'll take everyone's word for it. If I get this W, you buy me a Lamborghini. I'll hold this Lamborghini. Nah, I won't. Imagine. I mean, technically I already have the world record, it's just breaking the tie. Yours is Fort Boyard. I haven't watched that since I was like a little kid. That was like a better version of the Crystal Maze, right? It's just... They don't even do that anymore, do they? I mean, they do Crystal Maze, I assume. But yeah, Fort Boyard was awesome. Hi, Razor. Don't boo in the moment. If I played Conjuring House on desktop and laptop, I haven't. Yeah, I definitely didn't have many desktop games. Especially when I was younger, my family had like the oldest computer in existence. So games are pretty much like non-existent on it. Except in pinball, we have pinball on it. It's Isa. Okay, good to know. I would never have guessed that, by the way. Like, I would never have thought that two A's would sound like an E. Maybe I'm just dumb. I apologize. But I guess now you mention it, it sounds way better. So I'm probably just stupid. Yeah, off days, yeah. Okay. That makes sense, actually. But it's like the A's don't even exist. It's like... Isa. It's really weird. It's like silent A's. It's like... How's it going, Jordanator? That's a new one. I've gotten a 2652. So that's something. I mean, it's not a 2641 that I'm after, but... It was from a 2407, was it? No, 2409. In other words, it's basically exactly 0.1. Like, the end was exactly the same pace. Except the rest wasn't. Be weird out if I got this a rare name, yeah. I've never heard that name before. I think I'm doing crash reruns. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I might do, but I might not. I might, like, I could also hold it, like, off until I start Spire or something. It'd give me something to return to, like, with Crash stuff as well. But we'll see how it goes. I tend to just do stuff I feel like doing with Crash. But, like, I'm sure there'll be a day when I do Crash reruns because it's something good to learn. Well, rip me. Okay, I thought I found that ending. 2398 though, that was unexpected. From 1611, wasn't it? That just goes to show like the enemy damage abuse is where I lost time. Because I did do it correctly that time. Like, that surprised me. I hit the box, I was expecting to see it 24, so I didn't take much note of it, but it was actually a 23. Work tomorrow and afternoon until evening. I mean, the worst is when you like work into the night, which I have done before. I've had to work until like 2 o'clock. Then again, like the job I had, it was kind of expected. Got to go. Okay, Moz. Take care. Have a good night. Hey, Crash 1 can't get the gems. My biggest tip for getting the gems, color gems, is if you just kill yourself 10 times before starting the level, and get yourself 2 masks. That's the best tip I can give you. So then at least you have like 2 masks to work with. I know on a slippery climb it's not very useful to have 2 masks, but at least it's something. But most of the others are pretty simple, if you're careful, to have 2 masks with. You passed Lost City one. I don't know, Lost City one's not that bad though. Or maybe it is to everyone else. Maybe it's because I do it on like a very consistent basis with any percent. Might explain why it's not so bad for me. What I find interesting though is, like, if I did 105% on Crash 1 and did Toxic Waste Gem, I'd actually fail it. Because I'm just stupid. Like, the one that you'd think is one of the easiest color gems, it's just like, nope, you're gonna fail that one. Still a bit of time actually. Was it 105%? It must have been. Or was it actually the 315% I did? Or 312 back then? When I just failed the Toxic Waste Gem like 3 or 4 times in a row. Sums me up in a nutshell. It's just like you can't even time how to stand in between a barrel bounce. Just get wrecked. Everyone knows you're Martin Jarros. Were you really? I had no idea. I genuinely didn't have a clue. You never told me this. I disappoint you. Why? How was I ever supposed to know that though? Like, the name's not even similar. Like, what chance did I ever have? If you gave me a clue and like you were gonna switch names, I might have tried to guess it, but I just didn't have a clue that you even did it. And even so, I probably wouldn't have worked it out. It's been very difficult. He turns him out like his new guy. Yeah, exactly. See, no one knew about it, Bison didn't know either. Are you disappointed in everyone now? Have you all just let you down? And if I should know from your PSN, I've got a bunch of people added on PSN, so I doubt I'd even get that either.